little bright out this morning, but what's your sign? Hey there, Darren LaCroix with this week's, or today's, day 84. I'm here outside my church, Verve Church in Las Vegas. And whether it's a church or your business or your message, we all need to get our sign out there. Get your sign on. So one of the things that we do to promote our church is they have radio spots. They have billboards up and around Las Vegas, and our tagline is church for people who don't like church. But they still got to get the message out, even though it's God's message. Same analogy for you and your message. And what's cool is the radio supports the billboards. The billboards support the radio. But here's what I love. My pastor and the team here is pretty creative, and so they just invested in a mobile sign. So this is a sign truck. You might have seen them in Vegas, but it's church for people who don't like church. But what's really cool about this is it's a truck, so it's mobile. So now I was thinking about, so I'm actually volunteering to drive the truck starting next week, and started thinking, okay, what's the best time? What's the audience? Who are we really trying to reach? Do we want to reach people on the strip? Do we want to park it somewhere? So I'm just trying to use my marketing brain for my own church and thinking, what's the best time? Do we want to go up and down the strip? Do we want to go through the community? What's cool about it is the church, the sign, the truck is mobile. But think about your message. How are people going to find out about you? What's cool again is they had the bulletin boards and the radio spots, and they both work together, so with the same messaging. So now they're going out, what's the new market? What's the new way to get your message in front of people? So this, not sure how to do this quite right. So this mobile truck, so it's a truck, you drive it, it's their new way of getting the same message in front of a different audience in a different way. What's your new way of getting your message in front of the people? And think it through. Where are they? Where do they gather? Who's the people that you're trying to reach? What is their, what's the message that's going to resonate with them? So you could take, hey Linda Ray, hey Vicky, you could take your billboard and you can park it behind the building and no one would see it. And unfortunately, if you're doing YouTube videos, like I know Vicky started doing, if you're doing YouTube videos and you don't keyword it right, you're not going to get your message in front of the right people. And if you keyword it wrong, you could have a great message, but it's not going to be seen by the traffic that's already in flow. So what we want to do is we want to find out where the traffic is and take our sign. Let me get back over to this. We want to figure out where the traffic is of our potential clients and get the sign in front of them. So if our market is people on the strip, then we'll drive up and down the strip. If it's the locals, maybe we'll drive around the neighborhood. Maybe we'll see if we can get permission to put it in a spot where a lot of people drive by the sign. But what's your sign? Is your messaging consistent on the different mediums, and will you get it in front of the traffic that's already there? One of my biggest clients coaching and speaking was a company called iProspect, and they're a search engine optimization company. I coached the CEO. He would always use this analogy because keywording and traffic was all about what they were about. That's what they did for big companies like Disney and Ford, and what their message was is don't build your billboard in the woods. Don't build your billboard in the woods, meaning you can put up your sign, but if your website's your sign, but if it's just sitting there and it's not getting active traffic, if it's not keyworded properly to the right audience, if it's not being found, if it's found on page 2 or 3, no one's ever going to look there. Same thing with your YouTube videos. The YouTube videos, like these Facebook videos I'm uploading to YouTube, and they're not getting a lot of traffic. It's mostly my subscribers, but I'm generating a ton of them. And I haven't figured out what to keyword those yet, because it's got a different meaning and purpose to it. But anyway, I got to figure that out. It's always changing. So don't put your billboard behind the building or in the woods. And if you're just letting your website just sit there, without any serious consideration of the numbers, where the traffic is, who's your market, what are they searching for. If you're not doing that, so basically I need to leave Alaska if you want to stay out of the woods. That's funny, Daniel, that's funny. Good stuff. Yeah, in Alaska, that's a cool thing about the internet. Even though you're in Alaska, you can still help and serve people with your message via Zoom, via the internet, and that's a cool thing. But yes, but don't physically keep your billboard in the woods. Don't keep your website. Don't keep your video. And even worse, you know, in the speaking world, there's the biggest problem I see is there's a lot of poor perfectionists out there that the idea, the thought of what they're gonna do, their message, the book they're gonna write, is sitting on their hard drive or sitting in their brain. Stop it. Stop trying to be perfect. Get your message out there. Get out of your ego, get out of your own way, and put it out there. And then you can tweak it, make it better. Now, I'm never saying be unprofessional, but I am saying if you're waiting until it's perfect, it ain't gonna happen. So get it out there, help some people, tweak it, make it better, tweak it, make it better. But find or get clear on your messaging, and then take your truck, take your billboard truck or your website or your YouTube videos, and get it out there on the road in front of the people who need what you have. Get clear on the problem that you solve. So, just like today, just had an idea. I thought this was a good analogy, got the message across, gave it a visual. So for you, inspire by example. Get your thoughts out there. Don't be a poor perfectionist. Done is more profitable than perfect. And get your billboard, your sign, in front of the traffic that you want. Inspire by example, and hashtag blame Darren. See ya.